Everybody, I bought something from DK Oldies, which I didn't expect to do. It is an Intellivision with almost 20 games, and it came at a great price. Just over 50 bucks. I bought it off of eBay. I didn't realize it was from DK Oldies when I bought it originally. When I saw the listing, it just has a game that I'm trying to complete, one of my favorite Intellivision games that can be very pricey. So we're going to see how this is. So the listing said it was as is, untested. So I'm going to open this up. They're going to kind of get a free pass this time. Let's see, we got the little slip that says find lower prices plus a 10% off coupon when you shop directly. So they gave me a coupon code for 10% off their website. So DK Oldies is kind of going to get a free pass unless this is all busted. If this is all broken, because sometimes when eBay sellers sell something untested, what they really mean is it's broken, but they don't want to admit it. So we're going to see if this works. So it's a system and games, and of course they've gotten lots of flack in the past for selling refurbished consoles that weren't up to snuff, that were dirty and not cleaned and not working. So let's see, we got Utopia in the box, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So not the greatest packing job. They just stacked the games in here. At least they didn't put the system on top. This is why I bought it, for Thunder Castle. Box is not the greatest, but my box is in terrible shape. This is actually going to be an improvement. And it doesn't look like the manual's there, but there's the game. We're going to test everything to see if any of it works. Hopefully it does. Got horse racing in the box. Looks like the game's right there. But to be fair, in the pictures, the boxes weren't in the greatest shape. Got NFL football, or just football. That's a later release when they lost the license. Burger Time. There's the cart for Burger Time. Doesn't look like it has its manual or its overlay. Soccer. I think this is an earlier release because it has that tray in it. If I'm not, look, it even has the a different language manual. I don't usually see that. This was an international release. This is actually my first game with international because I think they put like the manual in the back or something. Interesting. So there you go. That's something interesting for me. Bowling. So a lot of generic games. Thunder Castle is what I'm really after. I mean, it's probably in the box. It might be worth about 50 bucks. Royal Dealer. So this is another first for me. I don't know if you can see that, but they actually put the white label over the old original purple label. There's some games that they did that. Don't know why they did that, but now I got my first label over label game as well, so that's cool for me. And I checked online, and here's another rare game that's cool to get, Blockade Runner with its box. I checked online, and they don't sell Intellivision stuff online, so it's very possible that the stuff they don't sell normally online, they just throw on their eBay site. It has the manual, and overlays. Very cool. I don't think the overlays were pictured. Here's a great game, Night Stalker. So it looks like it's just in the box. NHL Hockey. This one has a catalog with it. Oh, the Burger Time manual's in there. Okay. Well, wouldn't it be great if I found the manual to Thunder Castle in one of these boxes. Here's the Dreadnought Factor. This one slips out. That's another kind of rarish game, and it's a great game. And I don't think I had the box for this, so I'm actually going to get two of my favorite games for the system completed, it looks like. I'm just seeing if the overlays were hidden. I didn't see the overlays for this in the picture, but sometimes they can, go hidden. So I'm actually happy with this so far. And it was just an auction where Astro Smash, where, they started like $0 or like a penny free shipping. So they were just going to let it go for whatever. No exorbitant prices this time. Locomotion. So I think the listing said there's 19 games. Got some games down here. Auto Racing, Space Battle, and Blackjack. I mean, I kind of wish that things were packed a little bit better. Here's controller 1. You could see some staining on there. That might clean off. Controller 2. Interesting that this controller has a silver disc. So I'm wondering if that means it was replaced at some time in this one, because that looks more like the original Intellivision disc. Let's see how we're looking here. I mean, the controllers, just a little observation, look okay. No wires exposed or anything. Got an RF cable, which is always nice to get. And the power adapter, which itself can be pricey if you don't have it. And the system itself, which did look a little bit dirty in their pictures. Yeah, it's dirty, all right. You can see some of the grime, but it's nothing that can't be cleaned up a bit. Some yellowing of the plastic. Back looks okay. There you go. So, you know what? If this works, it's going to be worth the auction price itself. I think these usually go for like 50 or above working. So we're going to see if we can get this working. I prefer the original. I'll probably blow some air in the cartridge slot. I mean, let's put a cartridge in just to make sure it works. And yeah, it holds a cartridge. All right, so let's move to my TV setup and see if any of this stuff works. All right, here we go. We got the Intellivision right here. It is plugged in. I did hook it up to my own RF setup. I'm not using the RF cord, but I am using the power supply. I got the controllers plugged in. We're going to do some tests to see if they work. And I got Las Vegas Poker and Blackjack, which I thought was fitting. I'm going to try to test every single game. I already cleaned them. I used a 1-up card with some rubbing alcohol solution. And, you know, sometimes they might need a second cleaning. So hopefully these will work. And we're going to see just what works, what games don't. I'm going to save my favorite rare games to the end. So let's go ahead. And it works! This is already a win. Very good. Picture's not too bad for an Intellivision II, honestly. Let's see if I can... Okay, I'm holding the second controller. Oh, I guess I need to get the first controller. So let's reach around here, get the second, and let's see what we can do here. Can we clear it? Let's see if all the numbers work. It looks like it's working. This is really good. So let's go to the second player. And let's see what we got here. And I think we're good. This looks very promising. The buttons are making beeps. That's a good test. I didn't realize that. So Las Vegas Poker and Blackjack might be good for testing controllers to a degree because every single button I push makes a little sound. Even the disc. So I'm going to guess that these controllers are perfectly functional. I'm going to test, let's see. Let's do Advanced Dungeons and Dragons because you move around in that game. So let's see. Let's hold the reset down. And let's power back on. And nothing. Maybe I need to push it in more. Okay, let's just go full. That's a bummer. Does this not work? We may have to clean this again. So let's put this in a clean later pile. And let's see, I got Astro Smash. Let's try Astro Smash. It's also possible that there's some dirt in the system itself that's making the connection hard. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up these two games again, because if maybe there was some dirt in it, Poker and Blackjack loosened it up, and until I clean these games, it's not going to work. So let me give a break, and I'll be right back. All right, as you can see, I cleaned up AD&D more, and it works. So let's go ahead and see if I can test the D-pad a little bit more. Let's see, let's go to a mountain. There we go. And we'll just go a little, because this one you can move a lot of directions, so I thought it might be good. I mean, honestly, it's looking good. Seems pretty responsive. Let's see if I can run around this area. Is there an open? Oh, and I'm dead. Okay, so let's try the other controller. I think the second controller will work. It apparently does. So let's try the disc on the second controller. Oh, that's interesting. Where'd that come from? That could just be a little bit of dirt on the cartridge, but that's not supposed to be there. But so far, the disc seems to be okay. And I'll try. And, yep, we have corruption. So, that could be that there is still some dirt in it. So let's go ahead and let's try this again. That just could be a flake of dirt or something. And is it not turning on now? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's use the cartridge. Let's turn this off. And I'm going to use the cartridge as like a cleaner. I'm just going to insert it a few times, motioning it, trying to get around. Then I'm going to use my 1-up card in it to really get to clean it out again, because I suspect this hasn't been played in a while. The good news is things are powering on, and it does look like things are working. They just need a cleaning. Okay, now let's try this again. And it pops right on. Good news. And it seems to be working. And I'm going to think that overall, I'm going to say that this is, let's shoot an arrow. Shoot one down. Let's count my arrows. I forget which one. Let's count arrows. Never mind, let's just shoot an arrow. And we'll die. Okay, so that works. And the game doesn't seem to be corrupting anymore. So I think we're good. I think what we had was some dirt issues. So I'm going to keep testing these games. And we'll make a pile of games that don't work to get tested, get re-cleaned and tested. But there's Astro Smash. That works. Let's see. Dead. Snafu. Snafu works. This is like a different variations of the game. It's not the regular variation. That's why that works. Looks weird. Here, I'll show let's just do the regular game. And you can see it looks normal. Okay, so let's see. Let's do horse racing. Exciting horse racing. That works. So we can probably hit a button and something would happen. Maybe I need the first controller. I'm using the second controller because it's closer. How do you start horse racing? Oh, there you go. I only got to the next screen. Good enough for me for now. So let's put that back. We got Utopia. Utopia, a lot of people love, Intellivision fans love Utopia and have nothing but good things to say about it. There we go. Just need to, that might need an extra cleaning, but it seems to be working. Great. So we'll do football. Let's see. Football might need more of a cleaning. Not a big deal. So let's go ahead. Let me just go ahead and do that now, because like my one theory is there's possibly dirt. I mean, if a game is dirty, cartridge and the system's clean, you put a dirty cartridge in, some of that dirt can get on the contact. So let's go ahead and see if this will work now. And I really don't care. Football, I already have too many copies of this game. Alright, so football might be dead. Oh, wait. Did I speak too soon? Football just might need more cleaning time. I saw it come on. There we go. Charge. Okay, football works. Great. Okay, what's next? Locomotion. So still, I probably should clean that one more. Locomotion. Excellent. Seems to be working. All right, let's go ahead and take that out. Auto racing. Auto racing works. Let's see. I want to play this for a second to see which steering it has, because there's two steerings. Let's see. I'm not sure which steering I'm using, honestly. Get out of the roses! I am stuck in the roses. Okay, let's see. I forget how to tell which steering. Oh, we got some corruption. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's try again. That might be a sign that it's just dirty a bit. So let's... Alright, so let's take a second. I'm just going to go ahead and clean it now. I know it makes for riveting video. Well, it has the white sticker, so it should have the later steering. So let's try this again. Let's see if we can... And I have to hit enter on the second controller. Yeah. So this one, you use the controller, the disc, to do it like like the disc is a steering wheel. So the early versions, like if you pushed up, the car would go north on the disc. But in this version, it's just like turning a steering wheel. And as you can see, it's working perfectly fine now. And I crashed into someone's house, and I apologize for that. Okay, Space Battle is next. Space Battle's a really good game once you know how to play it. And Space Battle works. Let's do soccer. N-A-S-L soccer. Nasal soccer. Let's see where I can set that down. Okay. Soccer. The classic little cheer. Oops, I didn't fully power it down. How about Burger Time? Burger Time is such a great game. Let's play a second of Burger Time. There we go. Let's see if I can pepper them and then make them fall. I'm really happy with the screen quality of this Intellivision II. It's not, it's not HDMI, of course. Ooh. More, Maybe there is a problem with this Intellivision. Because look at that bun that appeared on the top. We're getting corruption. So let's do this. Let's clean this one. Again, it could just be dirt. I'm going to clean this some more. I'm going to play this some more. All right, let's do this again, because I may have a problem here. If the system keeps corrupting it while playing, because I've only done shorter play sessions, there could be a problem with the system itself that I'm not aware of. So let's do a full round. and see what's going on. Not doing a great job at strategery right now, but my goal right now is just to play for a while to see. Because, like I said, it could also just be dirt. Oops, went too far up. Come on. Want to get the hot dog on the bun so it falls down extra. Ooh. 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 The game just shut off on me. The game flat out shut off. Maybe there is a problem with this system. Well, let's keep trying the games. So it looks like Royal Dealer works. So maybe the system is something wrong with it. And I am not an electric fixer guy. So if there was something wrong with the system, I would either have to get somebody to repair it, which it's not worth it for this system, I don't think. Unless I had someone who, like, if I had like a buddy local of mine who'd like, oh, I'll do that for free, you know, or for just the cost or whatever. That's one thing. So Night Stalker, classic game. Let's clean up Night Stalker again. But again, it could be, like I said, there's a chance. It's just something's getting into the connection. And we haven't got to the rare games yet. So hopefully those, I mean, if the rare games are worth it, that pays for the auction. I mean, even a... Okay, so love that sound. Night Stalker works. Let's see what happens if we play Night Stalker. Let's play this for a little while. And see if we get corruption here too. Come on. Come on, robot. Okay. He's going to play hard to get. Oops. I didn't hit my button in time. I think it's you can't move. At least now the good news is right now it's playing. And if, by the way, if you are a techie, especially with Intellivision, and you can explain why an Intellivision may just start corrupting beyond it being dirty or whatever, I'd love to hear your 2 cents. Now we got him cornered. Ooh, and that's good. The gun's right there. Please don't go up. Stay, stay, stay. He did good. That was interesting. Did you see that? Like, it looked like the shot is going... There is something wonky going on. Maybe this is why DK Oldies sold this as is. Maybe they did test it. I don't know. But there is something going on where his shots, some of the shots were happening up in the corner here when he shot at me where the bat was instead of... Oh, and there was another shot. It was right there. Very, very bizarre. Very bizarre. So I don't know if that means a chip is going bad, like a logic chip or something. Oh, this is a bummer. I was really excited at first. So there's hockey. It works. Okay. Now we get to the last few rarer games. So we'll start with Blockade Runner. It's probably like a $10 game, which for Intellivision... It's a cool looking game. I've done a review on that. Okay, and then we have Dreadnought Factor. Dreadnought Factor is one of my favorite third-party games for sure. Come on, Dreadnought. Oh, we had it. Okay, it's working. Let's see. I'm curious what this game will do. If this game has any problems. Seems to be okay. All right, and then finally, let's do Thunder Castle. This is a really good game. So I'll do like a longer play of this one. Okay, I guess I didn't start the game. I guess it helps to hit the button. I think it was going into an attract mode. Let's play a round or two of this to end this video. Whoa, hang on. Yep. So just hitting the disc. There's a possibility too. I don't know how likely it is. But I wonder if there's a possibility that it's a problem with the controller sending in a bad... No, I don't think that would do it, do you? Okay, I'm using my second controller. I unplugged the first. I may have to explore this more. Because... Again, I am not a tech person, so I appreciate feedback. Ooh, the candle is an extra life. Did I go through? No. Okay. Okay, maybe we can get the dragon now. And there's the grail. That's good. That lets me energize. So it's kind of like Pac-Man. You have to energize to get the enemy if he gets you when you're not energized. And the game just shut down. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. So I think this is I'm going to say right now. Now, again, I'm not saying DK Oldies knew this for sure. Because they don't really deal with Intellivision a lot. I didn't see any Intellivision on their website. But there seems to be something with the system. Now, could it be that there's just dirt and after a few, good cleaning, maybe it'll be okay? Maybe. I mean, the brick works. The RF signal is fine. The controllers work. But there's something going on with the system that's shutting it off. Because I've had multiple games do this, and I don't usually have that happen. Now, if you are more... Now, I'll say this. I usually play an Intellivision 1, not the Intellivison II. If this is like a known Intellivison 2 issue, let me know. Or if anyone has any ideas what's going on. Again, I'm not a techie guy, so there's really not much I can do beyond cleaning the games and trying to clean up the system. But I mean, for the price I paid for the slightly over $50, I'm not too disappointed because, I mean, Thunder Castle makes it worthwhile. And if worst case scenario, I have some extra joysticks or I could sell the system for parts, I have a supply, I'm sure I could make my money back and maybe then some. So I'm not disappointed, but does make me pause a little bit the next time they sell an untested as is lot. I'd be curious to see how often that is, because some eBay sellers, that's what they do. They know it's broken, but they just say it's not tested. All right, so let me do a quick wrap up final thoughts, and an update. There was a time after I did the last video, I opened it up, I blew it out with compressed air, cleaned it up a little bit, put it back together, and it seemed to be working better. It seemed to be not having the issue. So I was like, oh, great. Maybe I fixed it. Maybe there was a piece of dust in there or something. Put it on a live stream, decided to do like a extended test on the live stream. And within minutes, the same problems began popping up. Games would just freeze, reset, pause, unpause themselves, weird things like that. I tried a different controller. I tried various things. And I asked people both in my Discord server and on my stream, what do you think's wrong? And the most popular answer seems to be surrounding the capacitors that, this thing is like 40 years old or so, give or take. And they're thinking maybe the capacitors went bad and need to be replaced. Another person thought maybe it has something to do with the power switch. I guess those could be problematic the way they designed them. So overall, I'm not upset with my purchase, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I think if I took everything and sold it on eBay, it actually could make money. That's not my plan right now. Some of the duplicates I might try to sell to get some money back. And I don't think this is a situation where DK Oldies tried to scam me like we've seen with some of their modern systems. I really think genuinely that they don't deal with Intellivision. It's just not a big deal for a lot of people. So they threw it on eBay to get what they could get. And if you would have tested this with a clean game, you might think it's working. I think a lot of sellers on eBay, would, if they tested it for a minute or two, it seems to be working just fine. And they probably would have listed it and sold it. So I don't think they're like, haha, this stuff doesn't work. Let's unload it on some schlep. I think it's a case where they genuinely just didn't care. And so I'm happy with the price. I'm happy to get Thunder Castle, this little royal dealer with the label over the label, Blockade Runner. I have thought about, now I'm not an electronics guy. I have thought about getting into learning how to solder. Maybe I'll try that and try to replace it myself. Maybe I'll just hold on to it one day until I come along someone who's willing to repair it at a reasonable price. Or maybe just someday I'll just use it for parts. I'll use the controllers or just end up selling it as is on eBay and explain what the problem is. Who knows? But overall, I'm happy with my purchase. I'm bummed that it didn't work. I was really hoping it would work. It had a nice picture, but I am happy with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think, maybe buying the older stuff on DK Oldies may not be as bad as buying the modern quote-unquote refurbished systems if you find the price is right. And definitely for me, the price was right here, especially on eBay. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Click like and subscribe. I will see you next time.